guys, we are so glad you're here. Before the show starts, I wanted to come in and give you a quick reminder. Thursday, August 4th, we will be live. We will be discussing Michael Todd's book, Crazy Faith. We are so excited. You still have time to pick up the book or download it on Audible. Don't forget, if you can't get to it, if you can't read the book, totally fine. We want to make sure you're a part of this great conversation. Now enjoy the brew.
Welcome to episode 10 of
What's Brewing, Sis?
I'm Shelly.
I'm Bianca.
And I'm Deonna. And here we come together to serve the brew.
Welcome back, guys.
We're double digits now.
Hey.
Double digits out here. We are doing it. Are you guys still enjoying the process of podcasting?
Of
Absolutely.
course.
Yeah, okay. Me too.
I love it. Lots of feedback from people.
Yeah.
My tagline. It's been so fun.
That
So
is
much
exactly-
fun, yes.
Yeah.
So much fun. Every
We
video.
have a whole crew now.
The Brew Crew. What up,
Oh
guys?
my goodness. What's up, guys? I cannot wait to talk to you in the comments. Everybody keeps me cracking up. And I mess up on something every week, so I guess that's my tagline.
That's fine. That's fine. You got to keep the people energized.
Yes. This is not English class. It's
I
all
was
good.
like, I'm thinking, like, watching some of the episodes back, I'm like, I need to take a nap.
We all need a little sleep, but, you know, it's fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, guys, last episode, everyone got to see us at the bubble run.
Yes. How have you guys been doing with your workout endeavors and your transformations?
I'm going to be honest. I have been working on things, but not as hard as I can. So, my plan is to go a little bit harder each week. So, next week, I'm going to go a little bit harder, get back to my walking, and get back to the gym. So, that's my
What you
plan.
been doing, Deonna?
I've been conscious and aware, but not
Okay.
making
Nothing.
I love consciousness and awareness.
Yeah, but I definitely have room to do better. I will be doing better. This week was like really crazy busy on my regular job, but you know,
Yeah.
no excuses.
And for me, like, my mom was like, well, you know, once you say you're going to do it, everybody's going to be watching y'all and they going to be looking to see if you're looking good. So for me and that pressure, that's my accountability partner if you guys are not free. So I didn't do much. But I was conscious and aware. This is why I was conscious and aware that, you know, it was going to start showing. Yeah.
It's okay. Baby steps. We got to
Baby
start
steps.
from somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, no judgment.
Yeah.
You know, it's a judgment-free zone.
It
Yeah.
is.
But we're gonna get to it, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Weight loss is tough. Weight loss is not a easy thing, and everybody would be skinny walking around here. So
That's the fact.
I think it's just important to feel good and be healthy and eat healthy and do your thing. So
And sometimes it starts internally first.
for sure.
Before you're able to like get to the workout, get to the eating healthy.
You know, one thing that you said that has really been on my mind. I'm like breaking up with food.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm like, oh, I gotta break up with food. So I was thinking when we were talking the other day, we were talking about Dear John letters.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dear food, I hate you.
Dear
It's
Chipotle.
over. Dear Chipotle to be specific.
Dear Chipotle.
Oh God, not Chipotle. So if you guys don't know, I have an absolute love for Chipotle. They're putting something in the food that's
I don't know. I don't get that same. I don't love Chipotle.
I ain't
but
even gonna hold you.
Here's the good news.
I ain't even
Here's the
gonna
good
hold you. I
news.
do
I
like
didn't
it.
have any today.
Good job.
Today.
Today.
Okay.
It's one day at a time.
Part of the 12-step program.
Yeah.
Admitting you have a problem.
Yes.
You have to take it day by day, but you know.
Yeah.
You'll be okay. You'll get there.
Look, y'all not gonna put me out here like this. So what? So I have Chipotle. What's y'all Chipotle?
My Chipotle is gonna be sweets.
Mm-hmm.
I am the after a good meal. Now I need something sweet person.
Yeah.
Summertime is ice cream and froyo.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. Let's put it
That's
all out there. It's dirty laundry for everyone to see. Let's put it out there.
And what about you?
I like sweets as well, and or like often I don't get enough sleep. So if I don't have enough sleep, I'm just, either grazing, snacking, drinking something sugary to kind of like wake up and stay alert.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's the sleep.
Friends of mine did something really cool. They did it during New Year. Shout out to Latoria and Toya. They got together. They have a group of friends like us. They got together and they like wrote things on what I believe were like plates. Mm-hmm. And then they smashed the plates to like throw them away and throw away things that they didn't want to bring into the next year. Mm-hmm. We used to do something similar. Maybe we don't have to break plates, but we can write things on. I can write Chipotle on a piece of paper and we just like throw it away and say we're done with this stuff.
I think we should set it on fire.
I was just about to say that.
I was trying to set things on.
As you were saying that, I was thinking my fire pit will be a great place to write it on there, throw it into the fire pit, and then it's burnt.
We will bring you guys along on that burning of
ceremony.
Yeah, because once it's burned, it's ashes, it's gone.
Yeah. Ashes to ashes.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Okay. All right, cool.
I was envisioning that.
So you're gonna write Chipotle. What are you gonna put on your
sweets?
Yeah,
Emotional eating.
Emotional eating. Yeah, I'm gonna take it a step further and also add unhealthy relationships. Mm-hmm. Just so I can say no more of that. No bad communication going forward. Things like that, along with food for sure too. Oh yeah. But I'm like, those things have to go to away in conjunction because I'm a emotional eater. So if I'm talking to someone, it's like it's getting hype because I've also found in this process of podcasting that I am afraid of confrontation. I don't like to confront. So I think it's just so important to kind of search within and see what's causing the food, for me to eat, the bad things, and how I can like kind of get rid of all the side pieces, side orders too, in this process. So
I just thought of one more thing. I'm gonna add stress on there.
Yeah.
I stress about things that don't even need to be stressful. Mm-hmm. It's just my way of dealing with things is automatic stress or worry or concern, and it's like, relax.
Yeah. Burn it up, throw it away. Ain't worth it.
It ain't.
What you burning?
You
burning, Joan of Arc?
In my former life. Yeah. I really want. I've been saying for probably more than a year now that I'm a vegan wannabe. So I'm gonna put on my list to meat and all animal products.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I'll join you one day. Not this. Maybe.
What else do you want to burn?
But it was tough. Yeah. What else do you want to burn?
Oh shoot, I don't know. What else do I want to burn? I don't know. Can I burn lack of sleep?
Yeah. Well, yes. You can.
I want to get more sleep. Proper rest.
That's good.
The first step is actually amending. If you've watched all the episodes in the previous podcast, she stated that she gets good sleep. I'm glad she's admitting this.
See, but what we shouldn't do, shouldn't do though, is like highlight it. Just let her have
No. So sometimes I get good sleep.
And now she's gonna fight you. Okay.
No, I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting.
Disregard.
Sometimes I get good sleep. This week I did not. It just kind of depends on what's going on.
Yeah. And you have a very busy life, so sometimes this is probably hard to get the sleep that you want.
Yeah, right now it's summer. Everybody's at home. Everybody's sleep schedule is out of whack.
Yeah.
My kids are staying up way too late. But school's going to be back in session before we know it. August 17th, they're back in school. So it's time for everybody to go to bed.
For sure. Yeah. The good sleep is a coming. Well, when you go on vacation, say, do you tend to sleep well when you're away and out of your home?
It depends on the vacation. I've had some vacations that did not have a large agenda, so it was more relaxing. But I've had vacations where we had like tours scheduled from early in the morning and, doing stuff. So it depends on how the vacation is structured.
And is there a place that you want to go to kick off your bucket list, which kind of was trying to roll into the
today's topic?
So today we're going to talk about bucket lists. Kind of rolls into the vision board, manifestation, all of those things. We're getting into bucket lists. To answer your question, it depends on how long the vacation is.
Very true.
If I have a longer vacation, I do plan every other day I'm sleeping in.
Yeah.
I sometimes be too excited on vacation that I'm in a new place. I want to see all the things. I want to go to all the places. And then that next day is kind of sleep-in day, but that following day I'm back outside.
Yeah.
So it depends on the vacation. If it's a short one, I'm probably going to be up early.
Would highly recommend, if anyone is taking a vacation and they can afford it, stay those additional 2 days maybe, just so they can be like your rest days, because sometimes you need a vacation from the vacation too. But I remember when we were in Vegas, you would say that like when we came, we would stay for longer periods of time, and that would be helpful because we didn't feel like we had to do something every day. The good thing about when we went to Vegas though, we did kind of rest. You know what I'm saying? Like we
took naps.
We took
naps.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took naps. We scheduled naps in, and I don't care. We're adults and we nap.
Yeah, naps are the best.
Yeah.
But yeah, I, because I knew it was going to be a short vacation, I'm like, let's get up, let's go have breakfast, let's get to the things we have to do.
Yeah.
Because I want to do all the things, but let's schedule a nap in between. So yeah, that's
and that trip was in the break of me having chemo, so it was like I was not necessarily at 100%, but the ladies were very accommodating to that, so I needed the additional rest. And there was a couple times that we
you didn't skip a beat, according to me. I was like, what?
But there was a couple times that I had to be like, that one day I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do whatever it is that we were gonna do. So it was a couple things that we didn't do. But it was, we still had a great time.
We had a ball. Yeah, we did. We did all
Haki,
the
I'm
things.
like, we're not gonna go to the pool. Okay, man.
You just want to sit here.
Just want to take a nap real quick. Okay.
They had chemo vicariously through me, so we were all tired.
Life makes you tired.
And that sun was like,
Yeah.
So speaking of bucket lists, I put together a couple bucket lists for myself.
Okay.
One is a travel bucket list. So I just, before the bell rings, I want to make sure that I get to many places. The world is so large.
Yes.
And there's so many places I want to visit, but the top ones that came to my mind, I put in my phone.
And the good thing about bucket lists that I like, it doesn't have to be like this race to get to death.
Right. It doesn't have to be a race to get to death. It should be more of a race to enjoy life.
Yes. And it could be a list of multiple things. Like, this is my summer bucket list. This is my fall bucket list. This is what I want to do during Christmas time. I like that idea because my daughter is always getting on me about, we need to do this and can we plan to do this? So I'm like, okay, maybe we can create a list of those things to do every season.
Yeah.
I think I'll subconsciously do that, whether I fulfill them or not. It's like, okay, summer, I want to definitely make sure I get to Brookfield Zoo. I want to make sure we do a 5K. I want to make sure that, I do some sort of travel or road trip.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm outside every day, do a barbecue, bonfire, have family and friends come over. Like, so I do those subconsciously, but I guess I never categorize it as a bucket list, but now that you said it, it actually is.
Yeah. Okay, so tell us what you got going on over there.
My travel bucket list. I am very much sun and water, sand. So my bucket list, I haven't traveled much, is Jamaica, Haiti, all the saints, and Anguilla. I added on Africa and Paris.
All right.
I want to go to that hotel in Africa where they have the giraffes just like freely walking around.
They have said this on multiple occasions, and all I think about is me being asleep at night and something just going like, I'm not dealing with that.
I don't think it
So
can come
I will be skipping the trip to Africa.
So
Close
you
your
could
door,
go to Africa
girl.
without going to Giraffe Manor, but the giraffe could like stick their head in the window, but it's not like it's gonna be all the way to the bed. I think you're thinking of like what's that King Kong?
Maybe. I mean, well, what's the point then to have the windows open? Is that what it's for? So they can like gaze and walk by? Or
yeah, what? I mean, when you're up, awake, and alert, you can go and feed them or something.
Not doing it. Y'all know what happened with the dolphins. Come on, I can just see it now. Shelly, go touch them. What's their name? How tall are they? Yeah.
Can they get all the way up to this balcony?
Right. Like,
Well,
no. The first time somebody say slippery is slippery. It's over.
At least there's no stories of giraffe rape. So.
Oh my God. We're gonna be in so much trouble with animal control.
Listen, not all giraffes or dolphins, for that matter, are racist. In
I don't think any. I don't think any giraffes are
listeners
racist.
out there, y'all. Check your local listings. Okay.
But yeah, I definitely want to go to those places. I want to be anywhere where there's sun and sand and beach and drinks and all that good stuff. But I have a second tier bucket list that I'll work on. Okay. That doesn't involve sun and sand.
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
You want to go to some cold, icy places?
I kind of do.
Yeah.
Really?
I kind of do. What was that movie with Queen Latifah and she thought she had some terminal disease and she went to this cold place? I can't remember where she went.
No.
And they thought she was like this rich woman and she really just worked at a department store. Mm-hmm. And she had just a wonderful time. And I was like, oh, I want to go to that, wherever it was. It's not Iceland. It's not Ireland. I can't remember where she went, but wherever it was, Switzerland.
Yeah,
Switzerland. Yeah, it looked like a good. You see all the snow slopes, and it just looked scenic. That face.
I mean, I guess, but I'm not the Eskimo igloo type of girl.
I'm not. That's why I say it'll be my second tier.
Was it last holiday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Where did she go? Where did it say in there? But I definitely
think maybe it was Switzerland.
Yeah, I think it was Switzerland. I want to just see the world, regardless of the weather and stuff like that. It's always fun to sit on the beach with, sun and water, but I want to see all different parts of the world.
Yeah,
I'm
open to seeing different parts of the world. Some by way of internet, others up close and personal. No, I'm just kidding. But I definitely, Africa is on my list. My husband's from Kenya, so I've said that before. I definitely got to make a trip to Kenya. But I also would like to go to Egypt, South Africa. I would like to be able to go to various parts of Africa. Mm-hmm. I want to go to Bora Bora.
Me too.
I would like to go to Australia.
Oh yeah.
That'll be on my second tier.
Yeah. I have a friend, her name was Sophie Nze Imana. She was also African, and she just literally picked up and left and went to Australia. I wish I was that brave to pick my things up and go places to live. She went there to go to school and possibly even stay there. But for me, Bora Bora is definitely on that list. Paris is for sure on that list. And then just a place that's open, not a deserted island, not a place where I would have to be alone because I need interactions with other people, but just a place where I can go and just it's quiet and you could hear waves and you could just relax and I don't have to go anywhere or do anything.
Yeah.
And I think I would leave my phone, maybe.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't do it?
No, I would leave my phone. I would find it hard to believe that you would leave your phone.
Excuse me. I feel
And you just saved her when I said something.
No, because in the earlier episode when I mentioned going to the sabbatical.
We got so many episodes. Now they can bring up all the stuff on
when I mentioned doing a sabbatical, you were like, no phone? It sounds like Nashi Rumba.
I did. Okay, so I think that I am learning. Hey, look, I'm growing here.
Yeah.
I am learning that
your growth.
you know what? This cell phone, I'm so attached to it because I can do everything on it, and I would want a break from it.
You know, I think it is modern society. Like the other day, I was driving someone to work, and I realized I didn't have my phone. Now, that drive is about a 45-50 minute drive from my home. And initially, I was telling Deonna, I kind of panicked a little bit. Like, oh my God, anything could happen. What if my car breaks down on the side of the road? All this stuff. But then I started thinking, you know, in the 90s, I didn't have a cell phone. People just got where they had to go.
Yeah.
You know, if something happens, they figured it out.
Yep.
They called somebody payphone. Went to
somebody rolled past,
whatever the case may be. And then I realized how comfortable I was with the silence. Just riding back home in silence, I got to sit at peace with my thoughts and just chill out, and I didn't even miss my phone. Yeah, so it's good to have a break from it, even if it's for an hour.
Yep, I agree. So Bianca often gets on me and Shelly because sometimes our batteries get low.
Sometimes,
guys,
guys,
how can you let your cell phone battery get low? Anything could happen. I'm like, or not.
Brew crew.
She's growing too.
Brew crew, listen
like,
to
or
me.
not, or nothing could happen.
Let's talk the truth here. Their phone is always on empty. Their phone battery is almost always dead. They always need a charger. Like, well, why do you not charge your phone? Things could happen.
Or not.
Listen, guys, we are going into the business world. I
told her my work phone stay charged. My personal phone often is not charged because
that is not fact.
Get my work phone out right now. Let's see.
What
because
is
a lot of
Let's
times,
see,
12.
Pull it out. Let's see.
Pull it out.
My kids have my phone, so sometimes as soon as I put it on the charger, one of them come and take it off. And you know, sometimes, you know, maybe it's bad for me to admit as a mom that I let them have too much screen time or whatever. But I work from home. They're home. It's summer.
They need to be quiet somewhere.
They need to let me do my work stuff and have my meetings. So, you know.
Yeah. And for me, it truly is just I can do everything on my phone. Like, I literally have found out how to do everything on my phone. So it's needed. I use it. So with not having it, I would be able to take a break from all of those things. So I think I would be just fine without my phone. Yeah. Like 2 days, as long as you guys, my parents, and my child is able to get in contact with me, that's all I care.
Yeah, definitely. Just the important people.
Yeah.
They'll be fine.
Yep.
I have another...
Not that everybody else is not important.
Whoa. I mean, because you just said just the important people.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Did I say that?
Right. She talking about me. Everybody is important. But, you know, I think that no one would... I was gonna say no one would panic if I went missing for a couple of days, but I can't really.
People would panic.
People would.
But I would be okay with whoever is panicking as long as, you know, my nuclear family.
Yeah, and you know what's so funny? We have this book. It's Michael Todd. I hate to say I'm a fan of his, but I definitely follow him and like his way of teaching. But he goes on a 2-month sabbatical every year. And only his wife knows where he is. Of course his kids know. His kids are younger. But his wife knows where he is. His security knows where he is, and he just goes for 2 months. Like,
that's a long time though.
I think that's great.
I think me too. now Bianca's saying that that's a long period of time. It is. If you think 12 months, 2 months out of a year, that could be a long period of time, but man, he says he's able to get closer to God in that time. He's able to clear his head. He's able to relax. He's able to sleep and have fun.
Is it 2 straight months or 2 months separate?
2 straight months.
Wow.
He leaves his church.
That's the way he recharges.
He lets another pastor kind of takes over, and it's without this fear of someone's going to take my place or my followers are going to stop following me.
Yeah.
Like, to be able to do that, to me, that's the same equivalent of financial freedom. That's like life for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to just go. You know,
I might have to add that to my life bucket list because I also have a life bucket list. So.
Okay.
What's on your life?
But to be able to step away and recharge, that'll take some work. That's almost like meditation for me. It's like I'm cool for a minute, but then after a while, like I'm thinking about all type of stuff. Yeah, I don't know if I would be able to sit still that long. But.
Would you be able to go away that long knowing that everything is taken care of?
I don't know if I would be able to go away for 2 months. That's kind of long for me. Definitely 3 weeks. I don't know about the 4th week. 3 weeks for sure.
Could you go away?
I could go away. No, he goes strictly by himself, like not with his family.
So he goes away for the first so the first week is with his family. The second, and then in the middle of that, it's just him. The last week he spends with his wife. Just him and her.
Yeah, I think I would be okay with the going away, but I probably would want my kids to be there. Even if at some point me and my husband were just together and maybe we brought along a nanny or something for the kids.
Yeah.
I would want them to be in close proximity.
If I could go, Savannah would definitely come. I would have to know that my parents are fine. Man, I'm out. Them 2 months, please. You couldn't. I would be out.
Yeah.
Out. Knowing that everything is okay.
Me. Yeah, I think sometimes we put too much, like we're too prideful. Like you think that the world is not going to continue to exist if you're not in it as you are on a day-to-day basis. Like I would trust that everything that has been going well will continue to go well.
Yeah.
And if something were unfortunate to happen, like if somebody were to pass away or something, me not being away wasn't going to stop that from happening. I just may be made aware of it faster or something like that. But even with that, it might be that God allowed me to have that period of rest before this next whatever was happening.
Yeah.
So I think if we get to a place where we understand that maybe sometimes we're not as important as we think we are, or we're not as instrumental in the lives of everybody that we are connected with, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Life is still happening.
Yeah, I don't have to be up front and, have a front seat in the life of everybody on a daily basis. Like, I think that's okay.
Yeah. I definitely hope one day with our business and, us being successful, I will kind of let go of that need of needing to be in multiple places at one time.
For sure.
And maybe not 2 months, but you ain't got to ask me. Twice. Like, if it's a month, I'm out. Like, just knowing that I think it's going to be all right.
Yeah.
You know.
Everything that's going to happen is going to happen. Yeah.
So, on my life bucket list. I have traveled to as many places as I can, countries, continent, whatever. Something I've always wanted to do is own an RV and travel the U.S. Like, I get so excited. There's a place is that Naperville?
I think so.
I always pass by and like, I want an RV. Like, I want an RV so bad, and I just want to bum around in the RV.
That is a very popular thing that a lot of people are doing. I don't know if it's maybe just because TikTok is so big now and you see it, but a lot of people are like, and maybe COVID probably also kind of sparked this too, but a lot of people are getting into it's called van life, and they're getting into their vans, and they're just like gutting them out, putting a whole kitchen in your van and stuff like that. I don't know if I could do that.
I don't want to live in it. People are living in it, raising children in the vans. I think that growing up, I used to watch this reality show called The Real World. No, Road Rules. Road Rules. So they used to get in the Winnebago and just travel all around. I think that has always been exciting to me. Wow. So I've always wanted to just, park and camp and just.
You are the camper of the group. Yeah.
I'm sorry, face. I'm going to try to get you guys to camp. So I'm going to add that to my life bucket list.
We got to be on this list?
Okay, if we go camping, it's gonna have to be some glamping. Like it's gonna have to be.
I could settle for glamping.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But camping is for you. You guys never went to summer camp as kids?
No.
I never went to a summer camp. I did a couple of retreats in foresty areas.
She's so bougie.
No, I spent the summers with my brothers. Y'all are bougie. Going to summer camps and retreats.
It was free. It was actually a free like Christian camp.
Mhm.
I think they took us for a week to Wisconsin, if I'm not mistaken. We were in Wisconsin, and they had everything. It was like literally like camp you would see on movies. Like
Yeah.
it was cabins and like a mess hall.
Yeah,
and
me
fishing,
and animals,
and
just don't get along. And until they realize, I guess I'm going to have to just keep telling stories. But I see people doing this and like, a bear comes. You know what I'm saying?
There wasn't bears out there though.
Okay, well, where we're going, will there be bears?
I would hope not.
Okay,
I'm
so
not
then-
interested in bears, guys.
No,
Listen.
no Yosemite. Okay.
No Yogi, no Boo Boo,
Okay.
like none of that.
So we'll be in a cabin, not sleeping out in.
No, I don't think I want to sleep outside.
Okay,
'Cause
yeah.
that would
Okay.
hurt. I'm too
So
old
we
for
would be
that
in a
now
cabin.
because I
We would
think
be in a cabin.
I
like
could do
a cabin or an RV.
Okay, well, why do we have to go from cabin to RV? Like,
RV is so much fun, guys.
I need the glamping. I need the nice cabin that makes me feel like I'm at a hotel.
The RVs are really nice. Have you ever
They
been
are.
inside of an RV?
yeah, I have been.
See,
They are
they're really
extremely
nice.
nice. They are very nice.
Okay, yeah. If it's the glamorous
It's
life
cozy and like
RV,
real
I'm with it.
Okay.
And then some of them have like you could pull a little pop up out, so
Yeah.
it's like you're sitting under a little porch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
I'm
that-
like in between. Yes, we gotta do it.
that's one of mine,
Okay.
and then to be debt free.
Hey.
And I also want to do like a give back. I want to build a tiny house community if I like, make enough money from coco latte.
Why they gotta be in tiny houses?
A tiny house community for like vets who
Oh,
there's so
yes.
many homeless vets and
I thought it was about being cheap
single
and saving on
moms.
labor.
No, 'cause, if I can afford to buy everyone a regular size house,
Yeah.
then perfect.
No,
but
I hear. I've seen that, and literally like the coziest places. Yeah, that's a good.
But they
idea.
have it like set up like I don't want to call it a commune, but like everyone has a tiny house, and then there's like a community garden, a community store where everyone could just go in, and the way you pay for things is you work. So maybe you might work the register for a half a day, and that's how you get your food is because you put some work into it.
Absolutely, I love
So-
how your bucket list is given back to people.
Yeah, I always see I think it's sad. My father's a veteran, and I think it's sad to see so many soldiers who fought for this country.
Yeah.
And they come back and they don't have anything, or they suffer from mental illness,
Yeah.
and
They're not
they
taken care of.
they're not taken care of. They end up on the
Yeah.
street. And also, I want to do the same for like single moms. Being a single mother for so many years, I know how hard it is.
Yeah.
Like literally, if it wasn't for my family,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been a wrap for
Yeah,
us.
I say that so often.
It's no way that I would have survived without them.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to do something like that for single moms, just to give them a leg up. Like, it's hard out here. And single fathers too. Let me make sure I'm inclusive.
Yeah.
But being a single parent and how expensive, I think of how expensive things are.
Yeah.
Gas being $5 a gallon. The
$6.
price of rent, $6.
Yeah.
The cost of rent now, I don't know how people
Even
are
food,
working.
like-
And food. I don't know how people are working like a regular job at like, let's say Aldi's or Target, and that be their singular job and they're able to live.
Yeah.
So I definitely will want to do something like that.
Keep it real. I mean, that's one of the reasons why we also started the business. We wanted multiple strands of income.
Yeah.
To be able to say, okay, we got this coming in and that coming in, and hey, we can all do this together.
Mm-hmm.
I think agree with that 100%. Like if I didn't have my family, I don't know where I would be. But then also that time frame where it was like really in the guts of being a single parent. Like man, sometimes I look back and I'm like, how did I make it out of that?
I thought the same. Like like I said, my family was a great help, but there were times too where it's like, okay,
they can't help. Everybody can't help all.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure Kaylin has something to eat, but I'm gonna eat a wish sandwich because it's like, okay, I got cheese in the refrigerator and I got tortillas, so I'm gonna make a quesadilla. That's
absolutely. Yeah,
that's what I got.
Hey, it's called being creative and
innovative.
You
like peanut butter and jelly?
Like,
yes, we have peanut butter and jelly for dinner.
All right, and a kid, they don't know. They just you make it fun, make you like we doing something different. We having pancakes for dinner, whatever.
Pancakes. And literally, it's all you got. So it's been definitely those nights.
Absolutely, I've had many and plenty of those times, and like I think back now, and I'm like, I'm so blessed. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, wow, like we really came from there. But yes, there were nights when I was like, Savannah, you gonna get your meal is gonna be great. My meal will be fine until tomorrow. And I think going through that has made me just realize like, I don't ever want to be back in that place again, and I definitely want to provide a life for her where she never has to go through that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Yep. What about you guys? What do you have on your life bucket list?
On my life bucket list. So something fun I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to bungee jump.
What? You saw? Okay.
Wait, is the bungee the thing that you go and you hang?
Yes.
I want to do that. But then what's the thing where you like go and zip line? Yes, I want to do those too.
Pardon me. So you don't want a giraffe to lick you?
No.
But you'll jump off a rubber band. Jump off a cliff for the rubber band attached to you?
Thinking about it is making me nervous, but yeah, I would be nervous to do it. Now, if I can do it, because now you got me all nervous. If I could do it, then yeah, I would do it. But maybe zip lining before.
Zip lining does seem fun, but I'm afraid of heights, so I don't know if I.
But it kind of brings you through, like you get low and then.
I like the idea.
I would try zip lining, but not like I need a starter zip line. Like maybe I need to do a beginner zip line. I can't. I need to do the indoor zip line or something.
They gotta start at 7 feet.
And then just go like this. Like
her feet only this much away from the ground.
Like don't sit me straight all the way up. Like how they girls trip they did zip line in New Orleans. That wasn't too high. I could do that.
And then you go from here to there.
Yeah, I can do that. But don't take me up in the mountains.
Going over the forest and stuff.
Yeah,
I think that would be so free. It would feel like
I need
flying.
to do the New Orleans zip line first.
I forgot to add parasail, and I do want a parasail.
Yeah.
Now, when it's the water. It's the water thing for me, because I would just be thinking like, oh, I'm out here and I'm flying, and then it's like time to come down, and I'm like, oh, I see something down there, but I don't know if they see it, and I would just panic. It would be a mess.
You think Jaws is gonna be in there? Like,
absolutely. Doo-doo. That's what those movies are there for. They're warnings. Like that, so.
Well, on my life bucket list, I currently don't know how to swim. I would like to learn how to swim. And then I think I would be less afraid of the water because I feel intimidated by like the ocean.
It is so big and swallows you.
So if I learned how to swim, then I could maybe appreciate doing things like snorkeling or jet skis,
We have some fearless children for us to be like,
so, and I definitely would want my kids to like experience those type of things. So I need to learn how to swim so I can jet ski and snorkel.
Okay. Oh yes, I want to snorkel too. I want to snorkel.
And
you like snorkeling?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
But you a parasail?
That's above water. I'm not going below the water.
Well, what if when they bring you down? What if the motor goes out on the boat?
You're still kind of above the...
What is the motor?
You're still kind of dog paddling above the water. You're not submerged. And Deonna went in a submarine. Did you go in a submarine? You don't want to be under the water.
Because I don't know how to swim. So in Jamaica, my cousin Danielle, she won a submarine tour or something. Mm-hmm. But then she got sick because my mom gave her something that had shellfish, not realizing that it had shellfish. She had a whole allergic reaction thing and all that. So she didn't even get to go on her submarine tour. But we did. And what? And I don't know how.
We'll get back to her leaving her cousin.
I didn't poison her. My mother did.
Oh my God!
What? This gets worse.
Check on her. She alright?
She was having some joint pain, so my mother's like, "Oh, take this glucosamine."
Joint pain?
Yeah. So glucosamine is a herbal. I don't know. It's not herbal, but it's a.
Is she gonna be okay with us telling this story?
Yeah, she'll be fine. So my mother's like, "Take this. It really helps with joint pain and stuff." But she didn't know on the back it says that the capsule or whatever contains shellfish. If you have a shellfish allergy, you're not supposed to take it.
I'm so sorry.
So, but she had given it to her. Yeah, she had given it to her. And she was like, "Man, I don't know what's wrong. I really feel sick." And she was feeling weak. And she's like, "I just need to lay down." And she said, "Y'all go ahead and go on the submarine tour. I'm going to stay in the room." But I think it was me. I ended up reading the back of the bottle like, "Oh, this is why she's getting sick because it has shellfish." So, thank the Lord. Did
y'all tell her?
Yeah, and she didn't take any more of it. But thanks be to God who always causes us to triumph. She's fine.
Moral of the story: read the labels
and don't take any medicine from my mom because I have a reaction to aspirin and ibuprofen, and she's tried to give me ibuprofen several times, but she'll say something like, "Oh, I got some 800 milligram Tylenol," and then I'm like, "Is it Tylenol or ibuprofen?" And she's like, "Oh yes, ibuprofen." So I'm like, I sometimes feel like my mother might have it out for me.
So your mother is trying to kill everyone in the family.
She knows I had a whole anaphylactic episode behind taking aspirin. Can I take aspirin or ibuprofen? But she offers it to me quite often.
I won't get a headache. I will not get a headache around your mama and ask for anything.
Yeah, just don't take any medicine from my mom.
Okay.
So.
Noted.
Sorry, Cynthia. So bad.
She's willing to share, but she might tell you it's one thing and it's really something else.
Lord have mercy.
So,
not doing it.
Sorry, Mom. Okay, so other life bucket list items. I would really like to get a bigger house. I think I would like to, we were talking about it earlier. I think I would like my next home to be at least 10,000 square feet, which they think is crazy, but
I just think the bigger the house, the more to clean. And
that's what I think.
Please believe if I have my 10,000 square feet home, I'm gonna have probably 3 maids.
Works perfectly. Yes, you would definitely have to have staff. But I think, I don't know, I feel like the house would swallow me. Like, I would just be so bored. It was so open.
There's just so much house.
Right. I think I would want just something nice and cozy. Something that, which probably be big enough for a maze, but, just something that I could kind of walk into, have my own little spaces throughout the house, but nothing so big where, like, if I heard something, I would be like, "Oh my God, there's somebody in the house." Like, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't even know if somebody's in your house with 10,000 square feet.
Yeah.
So I keep telling them this 10,000 square feet home is going to be in a gated community. I'm not going to be feeling
crime
like
happens
unsafe.
in gated communities.
Those are usually domestic situations.
No,
it's not like
people following people home.
How are they going to get in if they don't know the code? But
what if they know the gate person and the gate person
there
is
no
in on
gate
it?
person. But okay.
Are we saying gay person? Or
Gate.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what?
Gatekeep, so there's
gatekeeper.
a community in Oakbrook where you have to drive up to the gate and there's actually a person at the gate, and you have to say where you're going, your name, blah blah blah, and they let you in.
A lot of the modern gate communities don't have a gate person. You just have to know a code. So even if you're somebody who's coming in for service or something temporary, like the homeowners can give you a code that's only going to last for the time period that you need to be there.
Girl, get your house.
But,
I give you that.
I'm
if
not
that's
worried.
on your list, kick that bucket, girl. Get that.
This was sparked. We were watching before we did the podcast, Millionaire House Hunter.
No,
my lottery dream home. Yeah. So it was a couple on there. They were searching for. They had won $2 million, and they were searching for their dream home, and they were spending $400,000. I was like, that house they got was really big. It was cute. It was a very nice house. I would love something like this. She was like, that's it? I would spend more. I was like, wait.
I just said a little more.
Yeah, that's bougie.
A little more. I'm not bougie, but I'm just like, I wouldn't spend the whole two. I do. I absolutely do. I wouldn't spend the whole $2 million, but I was like, why couldn't the budget be up to $500,000? I was only asking for $100,000.
Well, think about it too. When you get these big houses, you also have to put things in these big houses too. So,
Deonna does have a larger family, so
yeah.
If if like all of her kids are there, and then if her mom and stepfather moved in, maybe I can see it. But for me, it's just me, my mom, and Kaylin. Period. You know what I mean?
Me and Savannah. That's it. We don't need much.
Like me having even a 5,000 square foot house would be too big for me. I would definitely want a larger house. Like if I won money today, which I did play the Mega Millions.
Come on, sis.
If I win, we win, girl.
Yeah.
We'll be up there with our big checks.
Come on, man.
I'll be wearing the sunglasses.
I'll be giving them the code to get into the community, like.
But I would definitely like a larger house. Like I love my house, but I wish it had like a basement.
Mm-hmm.
I like, I've always dreamt of having a bar. My Aunt Maddie used to live in Bellwood, and she had like a split level home. So everybody would go to her house on Fridays for a Friday fish fry night. And then all the grown-ups would be down there, and they would play records, and she had a bar, and we would play barkeeper. This sounds bad, guys, but we would make drinks and bring them their beers while they play cards and talk crazy to each other and smoke.
But
and
it was the home to
go
to.
It was the home to go to, and it just reminds me of summertime and Fridays, and when we were such a tight-knit family. That's what everybody did. They went over there, they drank, they ate, they were married, and that was life. Yeah, so I've always wanted that type of basement where I have a bar and music and everybody come over.
You're creating that with your house.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but I don't really have a space for a bar, so I have a bar cart.
Yeah.
So I'm just, making it fit my space for what I have. So, yeah.
And I'm sure this is like one of several houses that Bianca is very versed in how house buying and all of the ins and outs of all of that stuff works. So you'll get that for sure.
Today's my house anniversary too. It's my 1 year anniversary of owning a home. Yes. I actually wore this shirt the day I bought my house that says I'm just out here trusting God, because I was crazy to buy a house in that market.
Yeah.
So that was one thing on my bucket list too. Is to
it's so
purchase
funny.
a home.
Like I feel like life continues to give me like themes to follow, and the theme to follow for this week has been to trust God. So it's so funny that you say that. You got the shirt on, because I've heard it so many times leading up to today. And that's so truthful. I think even with your bucket list too, if there's something that you want to do, I think you do have to just let this sense of fear go and trust God and say, these are the things that I want to do, and trust that you will be led to do those things. Just kind of letting go and letting God.
And have that full trust. Like, I'm going to be honest, like during that process, there was a lot of times where I gave up and was like, no, I'm not doing anything. And then I'll call y'all the next day, like, I'm going to see this house. like what?
Right, because we were all keeping our eyes peeled. Like, did you see this house? This just came on the market, blah, blah, blah. She's like, don't send me any more houses. I'm going to wait. And then it'd be like, so what do y'all think about this house?
I'm like, we back on.
We back on now.
Yeah.
Like, you want to go see this house?
I'm glad that you did. She never gave up. She never gave up. You know, if she did, it was for a quick second.
30 seconds.
Back on Zillow.
I was back on it. Like, I would not be defeated.
Yeah.
I refuse.
Yeah.
So, anger.
So maybe now would be a good time for us to take a break and do our
business or organization of the week.
Yes, absolutely. We'll be back, guys.
Hey guys, we are back this week with another great business to support. That's Janay Xavier Essentials. She's located in Yorktown Mall and has a beautiful store there. You can also visit her online at janayxavieressentials.com. Check her out. She has candles, lip care. She even has great products for guys like beard care. Check out her skincare, body butter, and wax melts. The supply is endless, so be for sure to support this great business. Thank you so much, guys. Now back to the brew.
And we are back. So bucket list is the topic today. So any other bucket list, anything else that you guys want to make sure that you do?
Well, of course, we got to talk about our Cafe Coco Latte bucket list. So, of course, it's on the list to get the doors of Cafe Coco Latte
and
open.
They will be.
And they will.
Yes.
Because I'm just out here trying.
We really are out here just letting God just do his thing.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
we have crazy faith.
Yes.
Absolutely. So all things in due time. But we also want to be a national brand and a global brand. And we want to give back to countries that, actually provide the coffee beans.
Yes.
Where there's a lot of, poverty and
unfair treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not being represented in the coffee industry as you would think.
No, we've learned so much in this process of where coffee comes, from the start to it gets here.
To your table.
Yeah.
From farm to table, as they say.
Yeah.
So getting our business, getting our doors open, becoming a chain, a national and global brand, definitely.
Yeah. Because we're so ready and excited to teach people how they should really have coffee, and we should even say, we visited the person that's going to be handling and doing and roasting our coffee, and I feel like I tasted coffee for the first time.
Okay, so
that
much
was some
better.
different coffee. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, that was some different type of coffee, and it was like, am I drinking coffee? But I definitely got coffee high. I was so coffee high.
They've been lying to us about how this coffee thing supposed to work out. I'm like, they even giving us some watered down coffee. But Cafe Coco Latte is here to bring the real stuff.
Bringing the noise, bringing the fun.
Y'all gonna love the coffee. So.
You are gonna absolutely love this coffee.
Guys, don't forget, next week we will be live going over this book. We're doing our book club episode.
Yes.
Talking about crazy faith. It is only crazy until it happens.
Yeah.
So it kind of wraps up everything that we've been talking about: bucket list, vision, manifestation. So this will be a good book to get into, and we'll also probably bring to you guys what our next book will be in the upcoming month that we'll get into. So definitely don't forget to get your copy or to check it out on Audible, which is online. You can just listen to it while you're in the car or while you're working, however you like to listen to your books. So definitely check it out. I want you guys to join in on the conversation when we're live. We'll definitely try to figure out how to get you a link so you could join in and get on screen with us. And,
that would be awesome.
Get to chatting. Yep. So, anything else you guys want to add?
No, that's all for this week for me.
Well, that is it for this week. We are so glad we are in double digits, episode 10. Thank you guys for coming along, Brew Crew, for the ride with us. And we'll see you again next time.
Keep it brewing.
Keep it brewing.
Bye, guys.
Bye.